NXT. NXT. What do we have tonight? NXT once again. What are we, 3 weeks into this whole new reboot or NXT 2.0 reboot or 3.0 or whatever they like to call it at this point? What do they got going on tonight, huh? Just before we get started with this review, check out my Extreme Rules review pay-per-view review. I said that backwards. But check out the review, roundtable discussion away. Me, my co-host, phone caller that called in. A lot of people on that show. Really great, interesting to listen to. Check it out. Also, check out my Monday Night Raw review from last night. So, yeah, NXT. This is the so-called ladies' night, I guess, since they've been kind of saying that in commercials lately. As Hit Row came out, basically Hit Row talked about saying, no, it's ladies' night. Where the ladies at? We got a whole bunch of title matches going on. It's all about the ladies tonight. And as they talked about everybody on the show, Top Dollars, like, they some bad, you can't say bad bitches on here, so you can't do that. They have to stop them. But I know it was kind of forced at the same time how they were trying to hype this whole show up. And then they started to talk about, Santos Escobar and them. B-Fab started to talk about Elektra Lopez. Next thing you know, Lopez came out and they both brawled. This was a no DQ match between both Fab and Lopez, which I kind of figured it'd be a no DQ match. Obviously, B-Fab is not ready and whatnot. Lopez was a little bit better, but B-Fab she is not ready. She really isn't. And everybody did brawl from both teams. Top Dollar punching trash can and whatnot. Basically, they went to commercial and everybody was kicked out then. Like I said, the match was kind of, in my opinion, like I said before, Fab was not ready, especially when Lopez dropped her down to the chair. I felt like she almost kind of missed the chair in one point away. Lopez did get the win, though, like it was like a pump handle power bomb and whatnot for the victory and whatnot. So it wasn't that good of a match, honestly. Like I said before, B-Fab, she is not ready. That's already kind of been known. Lopez is a little bit better. But this just wasn't really a good match, okay? It really wasn't. So that's how I kind of look at it. So this whole, Legato Hit Row feud continues. So we'll see what happens next with that. But like I said, it wasn't a really good match. Next, they went to Index. Basically, they had a cinematic type of thing going on. I'm sure Jeremy Borash directed this. Basically, Index, enjoying their honeymoon. They're on the beach, both Indy and Loomis. Gargano and Candice LeRae are watching and whatnot, getting, nervous on what's going on. They feel like some sexy time may be involved and whatnot, and I guess they have to stop it. Indy was in the water until a shark kind of came from out of nowhere. They're running from the shark, which ended up being Johnny Gargano with a shark head on his head before, walking off then. So, obviously, we got a lot of... where's Austin Theory? I thought he was part of this whole The Way team. Now, we barely noticed him. He's only coming back for the wedding, and we haven't seen him since. So Austin Theory's been kind of in and out of NXT for a minute. I thought he would have been part of these segments too. Probably would have been more even funnier with him there. But yeah, Gargano dressed as a shark, trying to ruin the honeymoon with both Indy and Dexter. We'll see how more of this goes later in the night. Okay, Joe Gacy was out in the ring, talking about this is still his safe space and how he made a huge impact last week and how he's not being canceled. Now, I didn't really know about this till days later, but apparently, literally right after they debuted this new gimmick of him, apparently Fox News and the New York Times were really pissed about all this, about this gimmick, making fun of the woke culture or whatnot, or, the SJWs, and they got really mad. So apparently they said WWE did scrap this whole thing, because honestly, I didn't even know about any of all this sort of backlash again until my neighbor told me about it, because then I kind of looked on WWE. I know they, took off the segment off of their YouTube page, but he is still here. Some would say he's even PC Principal from South Park and whatnot. Go look that up. You can probably see the comparisons, even the clothes and whatnot. Look how he's dressed out there. But, Gacy was just talking about how he's not being canceled. So, everybody loves to do a whole cancel culture thing nowadays. And talked about, he's made a bigger impact than Ciampa, Strong or Braun Breaker around here. All he had to do was use his words. You didn't have to throw a single punch and everything. Nobody speaks for my generation. No one understands other than us, the enlightened ones and whatnot. So I saw a lot of people triggered out there, and that he's inclusive, and not only one person can change the world, but he's going to usher the world into a new normal and whatnot. So Gacy doesn't want to take up too much of the crowd's time before he left. That's when Zion Quinn came out. My friend said he looked like another version, or maybe a discount version of Roman Reigns coming out there. He killed Oni Lorcan and whatnot. Quinn, he looked okay, I'll say that, but he's new and stuff. But I could probably see um, the Roman similarities, maybe because of the whole Samoan look-alike and stuff. So we'll see what goes on with that. As for Gacy right here, like I said, I didn't know this whole thing was literally stopped last week, but it's still here. And yeah, apparently it's supposed to mock the woke culture or the SJWs and whatnot. You've heard me say before, and he's like a parody of them and whatnot. Okay, could it be mocking them? I could see that, yeah, because a lot of words he said out there, that is usually what the SJWs or the Me Too fucks or the cancel culture fucks usually say. Fuck those guys in general. You've heard me say that many times. Fuck the cancel culture. They think they know stuff, but they're not. They try to cancel it. Come on, then they just tried to cancel John Cena last week because of a clip from 2006 because he said Canyon wasn't really a good wrestler and whatnot, and they tried to get him for that. So we know how this stuff works nowadays. I'm not going to go into many more names of what the so-called cancel culture has tried to take out, but I appreciate them kind of mocking them in a way. It's about time someone took a shot at those stupid fucks, all right? So yeah, fuck them. A lot of them, really. So yeah, I'm not holding back on what I say about that. Yes, like I said, someone say the HGWs and whatnot. Me too, fucks. You all get what I mean. But I see where they're going for Gacy's gimmick. PC Principle also, South Park. Look it up. Next, though, I know they show a little bit more Grayson Waller. Likes to be to the extreme. A lot of sports and whatnot. Adrenaline junkie, he says. Some would say the guy's almost like, Justin Gabriel or PJ Black and whatnot. Next, MSK was interviewed in the ring. Honestly, we got they were the tag team champions at one point. Basically, they talked about this. They're dominating the division right now, and they're going to be fighting champions and whatnot. And they want to face, the old wrestlers in NXT that, and the new blood showing up. Grizzly Gun veterans showed up then saying we want a title shot, saying, we are soon to be recognized. Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams come out there saying they got the golden ticket. He's saying he's the chocolate factory and whatnot, and that's why he has the golden ticket. And, he's got his contract. And, Trick Williams says, we about it. But Gibson and them said, hey, line starts behind us, okay? Shut your annoying asses up. Stop talking in riddles. Got it? Then again, where did GYB really won lately also? And then, we had, who else came out then? Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen, I called him Discount APA, saying they were going to pop some people in the mouth right now. And basically, they're going to take everyone out. They want a shot at those tag titles. Next, is a big brawl. Honestly, nobody was really good at promos out here except for maybe GYV, but a lot. And, Hayes didn't sound bad either, but everybody else on the mic was not really good, especially MSK. I thought they just weren't that good on the microphone. But obviously, this is leading to something for them to face. I guess they got some teams now they'll probably go against for those tag team titles, so we'll see what happens there. But still, not the best promo segment out there at the same time. Trick Williams, I thought he would have been going for the cruiserweight. We don't know what Carmelo Hayes, we don't know what he's going for, but now they tease he's going for the tag title. So we'll see what happens with Carmelo Hayes out here. Raquel Gonzalez was being interviewed about her title match tonight. Toxic Attraction walked by as they were coming out. Mandy Rose, man, dark hair. My friend Gerard, big fan of it. Basically, it was Gigi Dolan and JC Jane versus Io Shirai and Zoe Stark. Not a bad tag match. Not a bad tag match at all. Actually pretty good. I did not mind it. Shirai and them still end up getting the win, her and Stark, so I'm not surprised they won. For a second, I actually thought they were going to drop the belts, but yeah, Io and Stark are still the tag team champions. Even the fans chant, this is awesome, so I thought that wasn't really a bad tag match out there. Andre Chase went against Boa. I swear to God, I don't know how long this Boa TN shot thing is really going to last. He went against the, Chase University out there. Which I'm surprised Boa even won. I don't think he's over with anyone in the crowd in general, even though he still got the win. But I just don't think Boa's that good. Andre Chase, I'm still not sure what to think about this whole gimmick, the Chase University thing. So, and he's wrestling in like the sweater vest also, in the whole like college, almost like a college professor or something like that. He's dressed as out there. So, he's wrestling in that. Roderick Strong went against Grayson Waller for the NXT, not NXT, but the cruiserweight title. Well, it is the cruiserweight title. It's the cruiserweight belt. All right. Not a bad match. Strong, still getting the win, everything with his big high knee. The Diamond Mine, they are really trying to get something going with that. Strong, though, they are making him look strong out there, so that wasn't bad. Like I said, this whole Diamond Mine thing, this could go somewhere. It was better than the last version of it, but like I said, you got those Creed brothers, still kind of green, but a lot of people remind them of the Steiners and whatnot. Still don't know what the other guy does. The guy that doesn't talk, the Asian dude, and the girl, like the just the jack to the gills one out there. She's just holding the chain, so I guess she's just there to look tough and whatnot. Very, very short, but strong as hell, I bet too. Um, Eli Eli Drake was in the back. Basically talking about Odyssey Jones, saying he's not going to lose some rookie. He's the young crown NXT champion. And, Jones going to learn a hard lesson. Jones showed up saying, well, you ain't seen nobody like me in the ring and whatnot. Next, Andre Chase just walks by and says that was bullshit. And, which that was uncensored also. So they let bullshit on TV. And then next, Drake ended up beating up Odyssey Jones, leaving him on the ground then. I know they had a video package for Dante Chin being in the Spirit of Singapore. We'll see where that goes. Cora Jade and Trey Baxter, or, Blake Christian were in the back. Talk about Cora Jade's debut, saying she's the youngest person on the NXT roster being 20 years old, and that's going to be the generation of Jade. And then, Baxter, don't mess up like me. I was surprised they didn't bring up the superhero thing again this week, but no superhero, I guess, so wherever. We already got one superhero in WWE. We don't need another, but they teased that last week, he was like, superhero. We got a video package from Braun Breaker. Man, you can tell this guy's going places. I like the line he said about, I don't give a shit. You want friends? Get a dog. That was funny. I like that. Like I said, he just sounds like Scott Steiner. He really sounds like Scott Steiner. And he says he's coming for that NXT title. I know they interviewed Ciampa throughout the show. It looked like in his home and whatnot, saying, that's why he's at the top of the game. If Breaker wants some, come get some, basically. But he's going to prove why he's still the top dog around here, Ciampa. We also got the talk show, which I'm not sure what to think about this, with Lash Legend. And it wasn't even live. It was like a pre-tape, and it's like she's got like a talk show set going on, and talking about the draft with the little mini screens. I swear to God, it was like Wendy Williams out there. And some would say it's not Wendy Williams. My co-host said it's not even like Wendy Williams. But looking at the talk show-esque of it, and, she's talking about people from Cora Jade and Trey Baxter in the back, or, talk about Ike Manjiro, he's the real man around here, calling Andre Chase, Pee Wee Herman and whatnot. This looked like a Wendy Williams talk show out there. And my co-host Kyle even said that all the black girls are damn near the same in WWE in a way. And he kind of compared it between Bianca and B-Fab. If you look at all of them, it's almost the same shit, same gimmick almost, okay? Tough shit. Or, hold on, let me pull it up. I dropped my phone here because he actually sent a message, talking about this. And I thought he had a point, though. Yeah, basically, act the same, just ghetto as hell. That's it. So they literally, all three of them act the same, from Bianca, B-Fab, and Lash Legend. So I could possibly see where he's going with that. But I don't even know why they needed a talk show. Do they need this girl to have a talk show? Like, literally, I don't understand why. Do we really need this? Because I don't really think I need to see this at all. Okay, but I could see why it's a lot of Wendy Williams vibes coming off of that. Next, Kyle O'Reilly went against Rich Holland. O'Reilly attacked Holland and Pete Dunne for the match began. Not a bad match for the short time it was. O'Reilly did get the win with the roll-up. Holland taking a lot of L's lately, but he is good in the ring, though, at the same time. Pete Dunne and Holland ended up attacking O'Reilly right after. Von Wagner came out for the save. Basically, almost, I don't want to say having to stare down on O'Reilly, but helping out O'Reilly right out there. Von Wagner, though, I know we haven't seen much of him other than being in that main event from the first, show, the new reboot and whatnot. But we've only seen one video package of him from last week, and now I get a phone call during a review. But yeah, other than that phone call, as I said, yeah, Von Wagner, yeah, he came and make the save for Kyle O'Reilly and whatnot. Wagner, though, like I said, he's new and they're trying to get him out there. Someone say, obviously, this guy is still green and whatnot. Are they trying to put him with O'Reilly? I think, personally, I think they should just, have the guy get some wins first on some people, but they've already inserted this guy and damn near one of the top main event for the title. Come on, they put him in the main event for the belt, for God's sake. So, obviously, they want to keep him out there with top level guys and whatnot. Even though I feel like O'Reilly, who they are still trying to make a main event guy, he's still mostly a higher mid card, if you ask me. That still needs some work, especially on the microphone. I don't know why he needs to be carrying someone green around him, but I guess they're keeping him around until I don't know. They're keeping around O'Reilly until something, but Wagner, they must see a lot in Wagner in general. So we'll see what happens. But come on, the guy is still green out there. In the main event, though, we have Raquel Gonzalez versus Taya. Honestly, this match could have been on a takeover. And honestly could have. But honestly, this didn't really have a lot of build to it. Because go back to the first episode of that new NXT, match got canceled. Or was it the second week? But yeah, first week it got canceled. So it's not like there was a lot of build up to it. Taya, I feel like they've done literally nothing with her NXT ever since she got here. So I don't know. Some say she needs to go to main roster, which I would agree. I'll put her with Morrison or something, but she's done literally nothing in NXT. And, Gonzalez, I'm not surprised. Like I said, there wasn't even a lot of time left in the show. So they started this match very late in general, so you knew it was going to be short. And you know what? Gonzalez getting the win clean, by the way. Toxic Attraction comes out. They all surround Gonzalez. Next thing you know, Gonzalez tries to fight all 3-on-1. She ended up, the numbers game ended up taking her down. They held her up, and, Mandy Rose did her running knee and held up the title, close the show. Obviously, they see a lot in Toxic Attraction because this is the second time we've seen them tonight. They had that bad promo last week, but, like us, I think I said this last week, because they are hot, and, that's going to bring a lot of views and whatnot. That is going to bring in they're going to look at them and skyrocket them to the top, it looks like. So, obviously, Mandy Rose is getting a big push right now in NXT with this new Toxic Attraction. Taya, they jumped Taya anyways after the match in general. So, it's not like she was doing much at all. So, yeah. Obviously, it's going to be Gonzalez versus Mandy Rose next. It's happening. All right. But, yeah, this NXT tonight, not that good. Especially from last week. They're still trying to get all these new people over and whatnot. I've said it before. A lot of these guys are not ready for TV or are still green, and they're trying to get them over. Other than Breaker and maybe one or two other people, I don't have the names at the top of my head right now. Those are the only ones that really have a lot of potential to them right now. But like I said, with Breaker, everybody's just digging him right now and saying he's the next big star in his company, okay? So, we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's NXT 2.0 or NXT or however you want to call NXT right now in general. So it's NXT, okay? But yeah, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodandKnight890. We will be back tomorrow night for an AEW Dynamite review, okay? So other than that, I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace out. Fuck Michael Avenatti. Fuck Lifetime. Fuck that Judge and Donnelly. So, yeah, that's all I got to say right here. Other than that, out of here. Peace. Fuck those people, though.